Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the kickoff of the 40th Toronto International Film Festival. So, 40 years, amazing, 1976. And this, believe it or not, is the very first film schedule of the festival. Deepa Mehta's Biba Boys, starring Randeep Hooda, Ali Momin, and Sarah Allen. And Deepa and some members of her cast are in the audience today.
It's called a kirpan. Means mercy, compassion, justice. None of which you are going to see today.
Very, very well. Congratulations on the film being announced. What are your first thoughts?
How exciting. I mean, I knew about it, but, for it to be announced and to be official is such a big high. It's out in the world, and my Biba Boys are going to be seen. That's wonderful.
You've had a long relationship with the Toronto International Film Festival. How has that relationship evolved over the years, and what are your thoughts on the 40th year of the Toronto International Film Festival?
Well, the 40th year of the festival is always a big thing. I mean, it feels like a landmark that, slowly, we've come to a point, 40 years old, we've been showing, these guys have been showing films that are important to Canadian, the evolution of Canadian film, but more than that, the evolution of global film. Because I think Toronto Film Festival, unlike most film festivals, actually really embraces the diversity that this city is. So when you have, for example, a Korean film, you'll find outside, tons and tons of Koreans with their flags waving, and the same thing when it's a Desi film. You'll find lots and lots of Desis. And I think saying, Sat Sri Akal ji, ki haal hai ji? And, it's just so exciting because that means that we're really growing. So I love it.
Now you've walked the carpet before, not just at TIFF, but at the Oscars. What are you most excited about audiences in regards to exploring this film, in regards to this particular film, Biba Boys? What are you most excited for audiences about this film?
I'm really happy about being in Toronto and the fact that it's debuting in Toronto. I think it's its home city. It's an Indo-Canadian film. It's a film set in Vancouver. So in many ways, it's a Canadian ethos. It's not like most of my other films which have been set in India or Sri Lanka or wherever. This is like really at home, and that's a big thing. So I'd like the audiences, and Toronto audiences have always been known to be the most open, the least judgmental, and just really go along for the ride. If they like something, they really go for it. And if they don't, they don't, So that's lovely. I like that.
How do you go from Midnight's Children to Biba Boys? How did that transition, that journey happen? And was it easy? Was it difficult? Because this is a new genre for you as well. So how does this happen? How did this work out?
When you think of, and I was thinking of Heaven on Earth, which was a film that I did, which is about domestic violence. To go from a film about domestic violence to a film about history, which is Midnight's Children, is a long journey. To come from Midnight's Children to Biba Boys is another journey. I'm motivated by story. If something gets me or interests me, I want to explore more. That's the film I make. And the thought of Indo-Canadian gangsters really intrigued me. And where because the film is also about immigration. How do immigrants fit into the country? Will we always be relegated or seen as quote unquote, terrorists? Because that's how we are portrayed mostly. Or if we're lucky, we get to wear a stethoscope, It's a convenience store, clerks, it's all these stereotypical roles. So to have Indo-Canadians be kick-ass was very important for me. And I think that perhaps the Desi youth will really get off on it because we're all tired of seeing ourselves a certain way.
Thank you so much for your time and all the best for the film.
Thank you.